So 4 session, I think I will complete 4, 6, 7.
Okay. Any doubts in that?
No doubts, sir, till now.
Okay, great.
सर हमारे ऑफिस में पावर बीआई पे काफी क्रेज आ गया और एक डीएनए कम्युनिटी बनी है, डिजिटलाइजेशन एंड ऑटोमेशन कम्युनिटी। उसके उसमें 40 बंदे हैं, उसका मैं पार्ट हूँ। एंड
And
अभी एक प्रोजेक्ट मतलब मिला है, उसमें कुछ बंदों की जरूरत थी उन 40 में से, तो उनमें से 2 बंदों में मैं भी हूँ उस प्रोजेक्ट में।
what is
पावर बीआई पे प्रोजेक्ट है वो। अभी उसकी ट्यूसडे मीटिंग है, अपकमिंग ट्यूसडे।
okay, good. What is the agenda of this? मतलब what is the output they are planning?
एक्चुअली जितने भी मतलब कंपनी में ऑटोमेशन होने हैं या फिर कुछ भी इम्प्रूवमेंट आइडियाज होने हैं, उनके लिए एक सेपरेट टीम बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं ये।
Okay. And was there any selection criteria or like how did they choose these 40 people?
एक्चुअली एक सर्वे फॉर्म मतलब बनाया था उन्होंने और सर्कुलेट कर दिया था, फिर जो जो इंटरेस्टेड थे सबने भरा था, फिर उनमें से उन्होंने डिसाइड करा था कि किस किस को उन 40 फिर 40 डिसाइड करे थे उन्होंने, उसमें से 40 सिलेक्ट करे थे जिनका जस्टिफिकेशन सही था
Okay,
कि।
very good. So keep giving us update and good news what's happening in your company and all the best.
और सर जैसे पावर ऑटोमेट है ना, पावर ऑटोमेट आपने सुना होगा,
Yes.
उसमें मेरे को एक मतलब हाँ, जैसे हम अभी यूएस में काम करते हैं, यूएस शिफ्ट में काम करते हैं, तो हमारी ही कंपनी में यूके शिफ्ट में काम करते हैं, पर वहां पे एक बंदा है, उसने पावर ऑटोमेट का यूज करके जो रेमिटेंसेस आती है ना हमें, कैश कैश एप्लीकेशन टीम होती है जो रेमिटेंसेस आती हैं उनको जो मेल पे आती है, उनके जो पीडीएफ्स आते हैं या
एक्सेल और
अटैचमेंट्स
पावर
आती हैं,
बीआई के डाउट सेशंस चलते हैं।
Yes. Continue, please.
उनकी जो अटैचमेंट्स आती हैं उनको हम एक फोल्डर में सेव कर देंगे ऑटोमेटिकली जैसे ही वो मेल्स हमारे पास आएंगी।
Yes. Power Automate has the
तो
connectors which can pull data from your mail and then put it on OneDrive or Google Drive or Dropbox or vice versa also. Okay.
तो सर वही हमें जैसे उन्होंने यूके वालों ने करा है, हमें भी अपने यूएस शिफ्ट में यूएस में करवाना है हमें भी अपनी टाइमिंग्स पे।
Okay. ठीक है. Guys, any doubts? So Akash was just explaining that his company is full-time into Power BI and they have made
नॉट फुल टाइम
kind of like they have made a team of 40 people to do all these kind of automation. That's full-time only, right, Akash? 40 people is a huge, big team, right? So now you can think how seriously people are taking Power BI and related stuff. Okay, let's start with the doubt sessions, guys. Any questions, anyone? Please share your file. And those who are not asking doubt, just mute yourself because it disturbs other people also. When you want to unmute, you can unmute.
Yeah, Akhilesh, I have a small basic doubt.
Sure. Please share your
Yes.
screen, Excel file or whatever you need.
I can share my screen.
Okay. You have shared a file also. Is it related to that?
Yes, same thing.
Okay. Let me open.
Should I share the screen or?
No, I will open. I got the file.
Yeah.
I will also open. Meanwhile, others can also prepare their files, whatever doubts they have. Please keep it ready so that you don't waste time of yours and others. Okay. So I hope my screen is visible.
यस विजिबल।
Okay. What is the doubt, Rangaswamy?
Yeah. See, what I did, I put a sheet in the sheet one. I put sheet one and sheet two. Okay. In the sheet one, what I did, I have from the sheet one, I copied link to given to sheet two. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but when I'm I given just a small example. When I'm working in a big files, when I'm copying this data, when I given the link, I don't want to show that it is copied from the sheet one or from the different file. So that is a copy special paste special means it will go. That formula will go.
But it will not
You
update.
have to do it yourself. It will be okay. Like there will be no link, but you have to do it yourself.
In future, it will not update.
No, no,
Yes.
not in future. Example now the same thing what I copied now in the sheet two.
So you can just copy it like this. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Normal copy I'm doing. I'm
okay,
in sheet one. Then I
yeah,
go to, let's say, a new sheet and
okay,
right click here and then use this 1, 2, 3. This is for paste values and there will be no links or no formulas mentioned. Okay.
yeah. But when I given the link to from sheet to sheet, if how I do the sheet to sheet when I given I after doing that I can remove this formula.
After that, so if you have already given it, then
Yeah.
also you select this existing data in the second sheet,
Okay. Okay.
Control C, and then again
Okay.
right click and use this 1, 2, 3 again. So it will paste the
Okay.
same data in the same place without the links.
Okay. But the data won't change anything.
Data won't change. It will stay as
Okay.
it is. So you can see I have
Okay.
already done it. Please take care of your mic, please, if you are not contributing. Okay, so you can see I have
Yeah. Yeah.
already pasted it as values and now there is no links.
Okay. 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 Because okay.
So
Thank you. Thank you very
whatever
much.
you copy, and
Yeah.
it happens many times that you will write a formula, but then now your work is done and you want it as normal values. So you
Yeah. Yeah.
copy this stuff and right click and then use this 1, 2, 3 or go to paste special. The shortcut is also there. Alt ES I use. Alt
Okay.
ES
Okay.
and you
V.
can use values.
Alt TS V.
Yeah, V for values, but you can select any other selections also,
Yes.
any other
Yes.
options
Yes.
also.
Yes.
Okay.
Alt ES is to bring this menu. And after that, if you want values, you can use V. If you want
Okay.
formulas, what is the formula one? There's
F.
format F. There's one
Okay.
format for, I think format
T.
T is there.
T. Yes.
Animation D is there. So like that,
C.
there are many. It depends
The-
what is very frequent with you. Only remember that much. No need to remember each and everything.
Okay. It's supply for numbers as well as the alphabets also or text whatever
Everything.
it is.
Everything. When we say values, it means every content.
Okay.
Rather than
Okay. Okay.
formulas, it will paste the content.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome. Next one. Next doubt. See, if you don't ask any doubt, the session will finish very soon. Your loss only. Yes, Pulla.
No, nothing.
Akhilesh, I have one small doubt. One I have received one WhatsApp chart today morning, something like that. Some different course, something like that. It's different from what we are doing, or it's the same thing.
It is the same thing. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay,
basically, some people wanted to learn live, right?
okay.
So we have conducted this live session. It will be 4 Sundays, 3 hours each Sunday, starting from 1st of October. Now, whoever wants like additional support in terms of live sessions other than the recorded sessions, then they can pay through that link and then opt for it. It is basically some people procrastinate, and when we did the survey, some people said that we want additional live sessions. Obviously, that takes efforts from our side. So that's why it is a paid, and it is not limited to the community, existing community. Anyone who has attended our pivot table workshops or Power BI workshop, they can opt for it.
It's with additional charges.
Yes, it is with additional charges. It
Okay.
is roughly 2,000 in total.
Yeah.
GST. Okay, so we have kept basic charges. We are not charging the full amount which we generally charge for Excel because it will be limited doubt sessions. It will have limited recordings available, and main thing is the live session. So those who wants live sessions, they are not able to complete it on their own, they can come and join it. Okay. So it is just a way of like speeding your learning. Okay.
Thank you.
Next question. Next question, Power BI, Excel, anything, Power Query.
Yeah, just can I share my screen?
Yes, please go ahead.
Please allow me, please.
And switch on your videos. I feel like I'm talking alone.
Oh, sorry, because
Or I'm not specifically asking you, I'm asking everyone.
okay. Let's see this. There is one of this one. So this is the specification. So if the results is come, so if I return the results and the between the 1 point is below 1.0, it must come as a LOD. If I return from the above to between the 1.0 to 2.0, it must come the LOQ. So I think it's I think it's as it is a conditional variable. Could you help me, please? Is there something?
Okay. So anyone else who would like to answer this?
So when I write it is a 0.05, it must be come to as a LOD. So
And
when
if it is more than 2?
So it is a more than 2 to doesn't require. It just likes to the as such.
Okay. So you can write is equal to if.
Okay.
Yes, select the cell where you will put that input. Any cell, wherever you will mention that rating.
This one.
E2.
I'm sorry, yes. I think E2 does not require anything. It is a specification only now, because I think it's totally depends upon the only.
Mention 0.1, 1, 1.2, wherever you will mention, select that cell. Select any blank cell for now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
5. Okay. So if E2 is less than, what will happen? Less than equal to 1, right? Less than equal to 1, type less than equal to 1. Okay, let me do it in my screen. That will be
Please
fast.
do it. Please do it. I just want to. Yeah. So shall I share it too? Or let me do this.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. I will do it in my screen. Okay.
Yeah, please.
Now that this means that you have not completed the logical function section.
Yes.
So then complete it.
Yes.
You are an old member, right?
I'm your old member. Yeah.
By now you should have completed all the courses.
No, I already watched it once, but the reason is my time.
Watch it again. Then
Yeah, sure. I will do this.
that's the reason live sessions are for people like
Yes.
you who forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are saying that if it is less than 1,
Yeah.
then I will mention what was the term?
Anything you can LOD.
LOD. And if it is up
So
to
between 1 and 2.
What is the term?
LOQ.
LOQ. Okay. I will mention 0 here, 1 here, and then maybe 2 for something else. Others, something like that. Okay. Or why 2? Anything, let's say 15,000, something like that. So first I will show you using the if function. So if this cell is less than 1, okay, then my result should be LOD.
LOD, yes. Apostrophe.
Otherwise, if my cell is less than 2, then my result would be LOQ.
Yes.
Otherwise, in all other cases, it is others, right?
Yeah.
And I have added 2 if functions, so I need to close the bracket twice.
Sir, others में open
Yes, double
No,
quotes
quotes
I-
mean
and press enter. So 0.5 LOD, let's say 1.2 LOQ, and let's say 3.2, it shows others.
Sir,
Okay.
was it necessary to write if again?
Because
Twice.
he was having more than two condition also, right? What will happen if it is more than two? So he said
If
anything else. So that's why.
use if function.
So we
If
can't do by writing the comma.
No, we can't, because there are only three. If we write only one if, then we have only this portion. Two of them are already done. Only third portion was mentioned, right? So that's why we need another if to handle one more situation.
No, actually, the thing is, so there should not be comes any others. So it should become so that
So if you think that
as
your
such is-
values, if your values will always be up to 2, then you don't need other section. If you think that it will never
no,
be more
no, no,
than
no. Actually, the thing is, the values is not with always to the below 2. It may be come from that above 2 also. So above 2, it must be reported as such value. But below the below 2, below 1 to between 1 to 2,
then no need
must
for
be
others. No need for
Yes,
others.
yes.
You can refer
Yes,
the
yes.
value itself.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
So now it will show 3.2.
Okay, yeah, got it.
So that's how you can use
Yeah.
if functions or logical functions.
Yeah, thank you.
Next.
Sir, why did we not return if for the last others? Like,
Why did we not return?
if here I can see that we have written that if H2 is less than or get LOD.
Ek
For
minute.
others, why we have not written? He's asking.
Just a minute. Okay, this was the formula. Now, if
Yes,
I
sir.
type if, it has only 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3. First one is taken by the logic when you are comparing something. Second one, when that logic is true. And third one, when that logic is false. So if function allows only 2 results. So when we started the formula, we compared, then we said, okay, this will be the result if this is true. What will be the result if this is not true? The result was either LOQ or that value itself. So there were 2 situations. That's why we were forced to use another if. Whenever we are left with only one result. So here, if this is not the truth, if this is the truth, this result will be taken. But if it is not the truth, then what will be the result? There is only one possibility, and that is the value itself. And so 3 sections are enough to cover that additional logic. If there were more than 2 situations here also, then I will start with one more if. I will continue using if as long as I am left with only one solution, one result. As soon as one result is there, you can mention it and then close all the if functions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I
Yes, sir.
suggest to go through the logical function or that section which has logical functions. And there we have explained it a couple of times and you will understand it better.
So
Yes,
just
sir, sure,
how can we
Okay.
how can we use that forecast analysis, which is having as one of the function here in the Excel sheet, because it's somewhat it's related to us. If you can we throw some light?
You
Forecast.
bring me the need, then I will show you. Okay.
No,
Randomly
that
forecast, it has like it is never accurate. First thing is that.
That's because how I can be interpreted that, because for example
You
today
bring
my
me the
business
data, and
let me
then I
finish.
will help you how to use the forecast function.
Let me finish this. So today my business growth is today today I earned the 100 rupees. Next day after 1 week I earned the 200. Thereafter that. So in such a way, how I can be that, how much I can be earn after 1 year or after 1 month or the 2 months. So that in that situations I need to get.
So generally
Because
forecast. So there are multiple techniques of doing the forecast. One is the moving average. Now then the question comes, how much average you will take? Last 3 points, last 10 points, last 52 points. Okay. So there are multiple techniques of the forecast. Depending on what kind of data you are having, then only we can decide. Okay.
Yeah, let me share my things to you. I will give you.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I will suggest we can keep a dedicated section on the forecast. To yesterday, I think someone was asking on the Power BI side also. Okay. But please remember, it will just give you some numbers. Your number, your result, your benefit is dependent on so many other factors. Okay. So you will not be able to predict it correctly. It is just a function which is having some set properties. It will be correct or it will not be correct. That's a totally different issue.
Yes. Actually, thing is that forecast we can be used as a hypothetical only. We can so it cannot be reflect as the actual or the true value. So that's but however it can be used for
To make the better use of forecast, first you should know how you, if you have to do it manually, how you do it, how you project your next number manually, what kind of factors you take into consideration. Then your forecast can be calibrated to give you better results. Okay. Otherwise, I think what is that fcast function? Anyone is aware? F forecast. So there's so many forecast functions are there. Which one you will use? Linear, stats, seasonality, confined. Okay. So before using these functions, you should understand how your business behaves, how your data behaves. Then we will pick one of them. This is simple moving average. Forecast linear, that is simple moving average.
Yes. Actually, I used to use the forecast linear only. How my progresses will come in the linear way. So that I used to use. So let me share it to
So
simple
it
way.
is simple. Like you just provide the old data sets, y-axis and x-axis, and then current number, and it will give you the results. Okay. I have not used it a lot. Like just for practice sake, I used it 3-4 years back when this function was introduced in Excel. Okay. But then we realized that companies are not benefiting out of it. Like it was not giving the correct results. So we stopped using it.
Yes, actually, sometimes we used to see in the stock market analysis and that because the thing is,
if this was working, then all of us can get rich.
no, because no, actually, thing is we cannot say that it is just only the hypothetical because the thing is forecast analysis alone will not be work out. There is some that other functions which we can be determined about the normality and the variability of the function.
I would suggest you that after the session, you can put a sample sheet in the group and then state your problem, what you are trying to achieve, and then let us think through it. What are the different approaches possible? Okay. Yeah. Next person. I can see only 4 people, including me, with video. No, I can see only 4 people.
Sir, can I share my screen, sir?
Yes, Kumar.
सर बाकी लोगों को तो शक्ल से जानते ही नहीं.
हाँ. Please share.
Sir, my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Sir, actually, what I want to say here, I used conditional formatting here. Below 8, I want to make it as red. This row, this column, sir, volume is.
Okay.
Less than 8, I marked as red using conditional formatting, but I want to mark entire row. This entire row, I want.
How did you do this currently?
By using, we can introduce that new rules, conditional formatting.
Then first one, right?
Yeah, on new rules.
So first remove this one. Remove the existing conditional formatting. Okay. Now select the whole range other than the headers. Other than the headers.
Okay.
Okay. Now go to conditional formatting. Not highlight cell rules. New rule. Highlight cell rules are good when your logic is dependent on itself, same cell. But here, I want to like color the full row based on the one particular cell or column. So use last option, use formula to determine which cells to format. Now equal. So our formula starts with equal sign. And I will say, select that column H, which you were using, first cell. Now, wait here. What do you see? That it is coming $H $5.
Yes, sir.
$H $5 means all the rows will be dependent on H5. It is fixed. We want to base our logic based on column H. But 5 row, 6th row, 7th row, rows will be different, right?
Yes, sir.
So dollar should be avoided before 5 because row number will change. So remove dollar before 5 and type less than 8. 8 is included or not? Less than or less than equal to?
Less than 8.
Okay. Then go to format, click on format, apply one color, whatever you want to apply, and then click OK, one more OK. Okay. So when you write the formula, then you can use other cells to format some other cells. But you need to take care of this relative and absolute kind of references, and you need to put your dollars properly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
तो कल मैंने एक लिंक्डइन पे एक पोस्ट देखा था, ट्रू एंड फॉल्स फंक्शन, मतलब ट्रू और फॉल्स फंक्शन इंट्रोड्यूस तो हुए हैं एक्सेल में, पर उनका यूज क्या है सर? ट्रू एंड फॉल्स.
I don't know each and every function of Excel. I just know few more functions than you guys know.
और उस ऑथर ने लिखा था कि ये पीसफुल फंक्शन है जिनके नो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स है, मतलब टुडे फंक्शन हो गया, नाउ फंक्शन हो गया, जिनमें आर्ग्यूमेंट्स नहीं है.
So it can be used as an input for something else, because if you just type true, that will be considered as a text. If you type TRUE, it will be considered as a text. But if you generate it using the function, then it will be considered as that binary true and false. That is the only difference. You remember VLOOKUP requires last argument, exact match and approximate match.
Yes. False के लिए exact match and true के लिए approximate
Zero.
match.
Yes, 0 and 1 also you can type.
Yes, 0 false and 1 is true.
But can you type double quote TRUE or close the double quote? You cannot.
No.
Because that will be considered as a text. So if any formula result you want, okay, if it is less than 8, then give me this result. Otherwise, let's say false. How will I generate that false? You cannot type it, right? You cannot type it as a text. So that's why you can use this true and false kind of functions to generate that binary output.
So
okay.
Can you write in Excel?
Okay. Where is my share screen? Okay. One way is true. I have typed it. Okay. I have typed true. Let's say, to make it better, VLOOKUP, let's say based on something from here in this range, comma, column number 2, comma, here you are using this true and false, right? So if I double click, let's say false, this false, how will I generate? Here, Excel is providing me false. Okay. But if it is not available somewhere, let's type some random value of 1240. 1240 and gives me AB. But let's say I want to dynamically change this true and false. So maybe I will say that don't ask me. You don't ask me true and false. Maybe take it from this cell. Take it from this cell. But what would I type in this cell? If I type true, that will be taken as a text. TRUE spelled TRUE.
Okay.
Nothing is needed.
Okay. Now, if I want a binary output, so then the true function and false function can give that binary output. It will not be same as the text which you mentioned manually. So if there is a dynamic situation which I require maybe in some complex dashboards, there I might find the use of this true and false.
So please write in this like same example.
मतलब जरूरत ही नहीं है लिखने की
हाँ, इस
अगर
आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू
वैसे
क्रिएट
नहीं, वैसे जरूरत नहीं है, वो ट्रू और फॉल्स की मतलब वो फॉर्मूले बनाए क्यों है, मैं एक बार इनका एप्लीकेशन जानना चाह रहा हूँ.
ओके, वन इज, ठीक है, एक टेक्स्ट लिखा ट्रू, ठीक है, अदर वन इज TRUE, ठीक है. These two cells are different. In your formulas, logical functions and all, wherever you have that true and false logical approach, you need this. It will not work. That is the reason. This is the reason, because you cannot use this. I cannot use this here and say, okay, use this true. Or let's type false. Okay, ठीक है, इसको
Yes,
false
type
कर देते हैं.
false. Yes, type false.
ये तो कुछ भी चल रहा है. ओके, सो एक सिचुएशन ढूंढनी पड़ेगी, बट सिंपल आंसर ये है कि ये जो अपन टाइप करते हैं मैन्युअली, दैट इज अ टेक्स्ट एंड दिस इज अ बाइनरी थिंग which is equivalent to 1 and 0. Okay, and whenever you need binary situation, you have to use that function. You cannot use the normal thing. Okay, so that's the reason for true and false. And again, मैंने कभी यूज नहीं किया है. Some new अभी recently launch हुए होंगे, and I don't know the real use, but that is what they will generate. They will generate the binary true and false rather than the text true and false. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Next.
So there was one question in the group that can we use pivot table of Excel data? I know that there is no need for that, but can we do that? Can we use that power? What is that pivot table and make visualization from the PowerBI?
Can we use pivot table as the data? Yes, possible. See, Power BI.
It will work as pivot only.
No, it will not work as pivot. Whatever is visible in that pivot, Power BI only fetches that data.
Okay, like any other data.
Like any other data. Power BI will not think that this is a normal range and maybe there is a pivot somewhere here, or let's go for a new sheet. Somewhere here. And if I bring, let's say, this here and something here in a tabular format, let's assume that, with no subtotals. So pivot will treat this as also a data, because pivot, when it is trying to reach this Excel, it is not considering whether you have formulas in that range, whether you have tables in that range. It can identify tables, pivot tables. They will just see it as a normal cell, okay, which you can use. If you want to process it after that, you can process, you can summarize, you can do visualizations. But if that is the case, it is better to connect to the data which is feeding the pivot, because that has everything, and you will be able to create more detailed or granular analysis.
Right.
Okay. Yes, Tulsiram, you were saying something?
Sorry, sir. Sorry, I missed it. Sorry.
Animesh, Shivraman, Sumesh, Naresh, Sambhaji, questions?
Hi, sir.
Hi, Naresh.
Actually, I have one doubt, but I don't have the sheets now. So actually, while I'm working on Power BI, so the data is more approximately the line items are that above 50,000. Sometimes the Power BI is hanging. So is there any command?
How many columns are there?
50,000 around 50,000
No,
above.
that is rows. How many columns are there?
Columns also above 30 or 40.
Okay. I
Sheet
don't
is
think
now on.
I don't think it is a huge data with respect to Power BI. Power BI can easily handle 50,000 lines. The problem may be if you are using some other things when you are running Power BI. Problem may be your RAM of the system or your CPU, what we call that, processor of the system. Okay. Otherwise, 50,000 is not a big data set for Power BI, not at all. So whenever it is hanging, always go and check your taskbar, task manager, and see what is eating your resources.
Okay.
And that will help you whether Power BI is taking the time or something else. So here you can see my CPU is consumed 44% currently and memory is 47. If I select based on the memory, Firefox is eating, Chrome is eating, Excel is fourth item.
Yes, sir.
So close your Chrome and all. It depends on your how much are the RAM and CPU of your system. In my case, it is like 32 GB RAM and i7. So that problem will come less. But when I teach, okay, my Power BI works better when I'm working alone. But when I'm teaching you live, Zoom is working, recording is working, video is getting processed through it. Okay. Then it is a lot of effort which my system has to do. So my Power BI slows down at that moment.
Yes, sir.
So minimize the number of applications which you are using at that time. Otherwise, increase the RAM and increase the system power. But 50,000, there should not be an issue.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Next.
So there was one organization chart in Power BI group. One has shared.
Sumesh.
So what was? So I like that. So how can we make that? Which tool was
It
that?
was a custom visual. There were 2-3 options, and Sumesh can mention the exact name in the group. It is just plug and play. Some fields need to be plugged into that chart. Nothing major. And it might have other capabilities also. Maybe some images are possible. I don't know. I have not used it. Like I've used it long back, 4 or 5 years back, but then I don't remember anything exactly. It should be easy to use.
I think we have to write it because there cannot be any table, na? Because the words were there, so we have to write it that,
No,
or
no,
it will fetch.
it will fetch. So how it is relating? Okay. In fact, you Sumesh, can you answer that if you are there? Sumesh, are you there?
Yes, Akhilesh, I'm there.
Yes.
One second, let me close the door.
I thought 1 second, let me open the Power BI.
I also thought that.
Oh, sorry, in the room the music was going. That's why sorry for that. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
very well.
Okay, so actually we have to give some. One second, let me open the Excel which I've created so that I can explain better.
Without the need for any experiments.
Okay. But Kajal, it's very simple. Go to custom visuals, whichever custom visual you like. It always have a help in that sample file, and it will be very easy to plug and play. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं होगा उसमें. You just need two columns most of the time. One column is your, let's say, reporting to person. Other column is what we call reportee. Okay. You need to plug these two fields. That's how most of the charts will work automatically. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them to work.
Qualitative
yeah.
data will also work here, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
here we should have ID and parent ID for that. Then only we
Yes.
can create it then only the flow chart will be created accordingly.
Yes. So ID and parent ID are nothing but the name and reportee name and the manager name. Okay. So you can use it with the names
Correct.
also. The problem with names will be that names can be similar, exactly same names. So IDs are better
Yes.
choice. Otherwise, it will work with both.
It will help in making flow charts or mind maps.
No, not necessarily. Mind map is little bit. It is not very structured like org chart. Okay, org chart has only one top down. This org chart will also not be possible if someone is having cross reporting to multiple people. Then problems might come. Okay, so mind map is a very free flow kind of thing. It may not show. Try it, no harm. Okay, try it. Next question.
Akhilesh, when we try to download this customized,
Visual.
visualizations, okay, sometimes we get at the background some of their company names. It's not as clean as what you see in the readily available ones.
Yes.
In that case, how do we choose that?
But you can't do anything about that.
Okay.
So it is provided by a third party. What was their
Uh-huh.
agenda? That if you like something, either you buy or at least their name should be displayed to other people, right?
Okay.
So maybe some of the visualizations they have option to buy. So I think that at that time they can like remove that watermark and other things. If it is free, then you can't really do it anything. You can't complain to them, right? Because it is free.
Okay, so my question is, is it possible to check before downloading? Actually, when you are viewing the video as sample, you don't get to see the watermarks there. But actually, when you get to your, core area and use it, then you get to see that watermark.
But
So, is it possible to?
I don't think so. There is a mark there which says that in purchase options will be available or not, maybe paid.
Yeah.
That is there already. But what will appear, how it will bother you without payment, that you will only see when you try it. It depends on chart to chart.
Okay.
Okay. There is no fixed rule. Some visualizations, they will simply say, okay, these are the only functionalities. We will not show anything. If you want more functionalities, okay, pay us. Some visualizations, they will say, okay, you use some of them, but we will show our name.
Okay.
Okay. So it is totally different as per the per company who has created that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Buy it. Like I'm also using it with some of my clients. And I am using only that kind of functionality which doesn't bother the client, because client doesn't want to like pay for it, but they want those functionalities which are available for free. And if they want little bit more, I tell them it is not possible in the free, and they restrict themselves with that kind of requirement.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next question.
Akhilesh, when we have a row, when we select like completed or pending, that entire row should be highlighted in green. So how should we do that?
Sorry, Sumesh, I couldn't understand that. What was that?
For example, we have A to D some values. an E column when we put like completed, pending, or in progress. So when we select completed, that A to D should be highlighted in green. Like before Kumar were asking, when it is greater than 8, it should be old row should be when we select through as remarks like completed, it should highlighted as green or in yellow. Or so how should we do that?
We
So
need to write the formula in conditional formatting.
same thing here. He was saying less than equal to 8. You can say equal to completed.
Okay, for example, a particular cell value, when I select, like I have a drop down list like completed, pending, and so when I select that particular remarks, it should be entire row should be highlighted.
Yeah, so it will be highlighted like that. For see whether it is drop down or not a drop down, Excel doesn't care. Excel cares about the final value. Okay, so if this is, let's say, completed, and if this is in progress, okay, and there is another one is about
Pending.
to complete, or let's keep pending or not started. Now you select the cells. Let's say these are the cells, and in fact these are the cells. Okay, I will go there, new rule, and then use formula to determine which cells to format. Now, because I have selected all the cells will be formatted. What would be the basis? That I will type here. So I will say equal, and I will focus only on this. So I will say this cell, but it is giving me both dollars. I want J to be there because column J will give me the status. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, it will change whenever we move down in the selection automatically. So J6, if this is equal to, I will have to write completed. He was writing less than 8. I am writing equal.
Yeah. Okay, I
Then,
forgot to put the apostrophe here, so that's why it's not.
okay.
Okay,
So
got
it will be, let's say, green color. Click OK.
Yes.
Click OK. It is working. If something comes here, completed, it will automatically fill.
Okay, fine. I will write the comment, but I forgot to add the apostrophe here. Okay, thanks.
Okay.
And one more thing is, when I publish the Power BI in PowerPoint, I'm unable to do multiple selection for certain slicer. So it is just one thing is.
See, if you are not using Power BI, something or the other limitation would be there. Okay. It is just a like stopgap solution. It is not the solution itself.
Okay. Because during operational review, we have to use PowerPoint only. So I thought,
so in that
sometime
case,
it is not
try
working.
to maybe use, try to have some slicers nearby, because slicers you will be able to select multiple items. So think of your situation and design it in such a way so that you are okay with the limitations of that platform.
Okay, fine.
Use drop down slicer, it will help, it will be easier.
Yes, drop down,
space,
or if you have space,
yeah,
you can
space will not get consumed, easy to view.
Yeah, I used it, but still it is not. I am unable to do multiple selections sometime. Through
when I go to that formatting, select that slicer settings, then you should be able to do it, because I did this today morning.
Okay, so in Power BI we can do it, but when we do it in the PowerPoint, I'm asking.
PowerPoint also, yeah. Once you get that report downloaded in PowerPoint, then it's working.
Okay, fine. I'll try it and let you know. Thanks.
Okay, next. Next.
Sir, can I share my screen, sir?
Yes, that's what I like about Kumar. Whenever nothing is there, Kumar comes up. Yes, Sajid, I can see your chat. We can use ifs also. Yes, in the first situation, we can use if. Yeah, Kumar, I can see.
Sir, this is not doubt. I'm just a curiosity. I'm asking this one. Sir, actually, my pan India person, he will send this data, sir. This month target is 17 crore 51 lakhs is the target, sir. He divided this day 1, day 2, day 3. This is Sunday. This red and all. This is Sunday. Day 1 we have to achieve 54 lakhs. Day 2 we have to achieve 54 lakhs. And then fourth date 54 lakhs. Fifth date 59. Like that he will divide the target in for each day. He send this only this data. What is the today? What we have to that plan only he will send, sir. This 54,000 like that only he will send. From this I have to find okay from 17 crore. From this 17 crore, this 54 is how much percentage I will find out. This is from this 17 crore, 54 is 3%, and next day it is 6%, and fourth day it is 9%.
How did you calculate it now? Currently, how did you calculate it?
Currently, I am calculating like this, sir.
That's fine, but 3%, how it came?
That only I am asking, and that is the doubt for me. How he is calculating like
so
this?
the 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever value is mentioned, that is the actual value or what?
Which one, sir?
This 0.54, 0.54 in day 1 and day 2. Upper.
Yes, sir. This is the this is plan, sir. Plan value. This is 54. This 54 lakhs, sir. This plan value, sir. This one.
What is that row number 11? E11, F11.
Yeah, this is plan, sir.
I think
So you
he's
just want
asking
to
like sorry, Akhilesh, he's asking like that on the first day they have to do around 54 lakhs. That is the target for them, it seems.
So he just wants running percentage, right? Percentage share on that day,
Yes,
how
sir.
much
Yes,
they should
sir.
have completed.
He will just give this value only 54, 54, then fourth date 54, like that he will give. I will calculate this percentage, how much percentage for day 1 we have to complete. For second day, how much percentage from this I will calculate. From 17%.
Cumulative percentage.
So you need to write some function starting from E11 to V11, something like that. You need to keep dollar on the first segment, and you need to, yeah, this is what you have already done it.
Yeah, I did up to 7th, how much it will come, and then what is the percentage on achieve percentage on 7th,
Take that
that I
percentage.
will calculate it.
Take
What is
2.8.
it?
Take 2.8.
This is up to 7. We have to sum this one means 2.88 will come.
The bigger challenge, you have already done it. Okay, you just need to divide it by C11 with dollars. That's it.
Okay, sir. How he is automatically doing that? That I want to know, sir. How he will not, definitely he will not do day by day. He will not do by this much percentage. He have to complete like that. He will not do. Overall percentage he will divide. But day by day he will divide. How he will do it like that?
I am not able to understand the challenge. You have written the formula also already. What is the problem which you are facing?
Sir, how automatically he is calculating this?
Okay, this is done by someone else.
First, yes, sir.
Okay, now I understood. I thought you have done it and then you are asking.
No, I don't.
Okay. So he is able to calculate it. Go down in the row number 16. Row number 16.
Hello.
Row number 16. 1-6.
Row number 6.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Select any one cell where formula is written. So that 0.54 is fine. Look at this. No, upper cell, 1.09. Select that cell. Yes, select that cell. So do you see? He's starting from the first day and adding the data up to F11. Okay. And he has fixed the first component of the starting point with the dollars. That means the summation has to start from E11. Now what after that, what he is doing? So currently it will be column E and F, but then he is dragging it toward the right side. So F becomes G, but E remains E because it is having dollars. Go to the next cell. You see, it has become H now because he has dragged it toward the right side. It was free to move. The second component of the range was free to move. There was no dollars. So that's how he is doing the cumulative total, what Akash was mentioning. Now, if you want to calculate the percentage, you can take the formula and divide it by C11 with the dollars. He doesn't need to have it separately. You can do it in the same place. Okay. And you will be able to get the result. It's basically the main thing is happening in row number 16. So I only understand that part. Okay.
Okay.
When you write with dollars, that means that is fixed. If something is without dollars, that means it is free to move. So when you drag left and right, it will increase the range of summation. And that's how the cumulative total is coming out. Yes, next question.
Akhilesh, I'll share my screen regarding the organization. How
Sure.
should we prepare the data so that?
No, you can just share what you have plugged. How does the data look? And that's it.
Okay. No problem. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Now it's visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah, so in A column we should put it as ID, and this is parent ID. So ID can be by 1, 2, 3, 4. We can range it in up to 13, whatever, or number of people in your organization. And parent ID depends the number of
It's the
below
manager
the
ID, simple.
major. Yes. So it should be mentioned like if it is after Sumesh, Satya would be the next person, means it should be mentioned, and after Satya it should be like who are the other managers or other staffs. So we have to range it in such a way so that we can get it desired organization chart. So this is a very important, parent ID is very important.
Okay. Then in the Power
So we can import this, yeah, but I am not.
Parent ID is the immediate reportee.
Yes.
No, it is the level
Or the
actually.
immediate. Huh?
It is the level, right? The
Yeah, level. Yeah,
immediate
level.
senior.
Immediate senior,
Yes.
right?
So organization chart has multiple levels, right? So it is the level ID.
So
Search for org or something.
Okay.
Have you downloaded it?
Yeah, I've downloaded it.
So if you like something, guys, download the visual, because you never know that it will become totally paid or it will be removed from the marketplace.
So it would be something like this.
So which one need to be downloaded? So could you spell out again?
This is the name, organization chart by Mac Software.
Okay, that's fine. Organization chart used to write a lot of times. Yeah, okay.
But whenever you are using custom visuals, please keep your company policy in mind. Some companies do not allow bringing any custom visuals.
why?
Because they don't want third party. They they trust Microsoft, but not the other people, right?
Yes.
And there is a check also in the Power BI custom visuals. There it mentions a tick mark which says Power BI certified visuals. So Power BI is doing an extra check on those visuals. So they are maybe more trustworthy. Like I am working with a client, they say that only certified visuals can be used in the company reports. If other one you are trying to use, they will not allow to download it itself. And if by mistake it is there, they will highlight it in your mail or various places.
What is the risk associated with that, Akhilesh?
I think data.
It can be any risk, Shivarman. It depends what that person has written in. Ultimately, it's a code. Code can be good, code can be bad also. Code can be, it may not be good and bad, but some charts are not fully optimized or stabilized. Okay,
So
they
it
were
will
solving a
flicker.
specific problem. That problem got solved, and then they did not focus on the hygiene factors around that visual. Okay, so it can be many things.
If you use such a thing, is there any security breaches? Is there any security breaches of the malware or the firmware should be come to there? And the data is utilized to be corrupted of the data in a software or in the PCs.
Yes.
So if
So,
you use such a
agreed. So can you click on the chart? What kind of things it requires?
Chart.
No, chart. This chart. What fields it is putting where?
So see, it's a ID one parent ID. So
No.
here it is.
Can you click on that? Can you click on the chart? So that we can see the fields. No, click on the header of the chart. Yeah, click there. Yeah. So there are two options only, Kajal. One is ID, one is parent ID. You just bring them and then maybe some other tooltips options are there.
And yes, and even image also we can import.
Yes, image hyperlink should be there, which should be publicly accessible.
Correct. So it shows the. So by adding ID and parent ID, we can create the organization.
Yes, and most of the charts are coming with this kind of a sample file where they are showing the helping text, what you need to use, how it will look, what fields to connect where. So go through that file, and once you are convinced, yes, it may be useful to you, then only plug it in your data. Okay.
So one query on this. Is it not more user friendly to create this organization chart in the PowerPoint directly rather than Power BI? I mean, without breaking your head on this formula.
Basically, the dynamic part here, if employees are increasing, then automatically it will fit. If manually you are doing, you will have to rework on it. Okay, that's the only part. Otherwise, I will not use only for org chart. I will not use Power BI. Power BI is more data tool. But let's say I'm showing a majority of the data in the HR report, headcount and many other things, payroll and all. And I just needed my organization chart also. Just for organization chart, I don't want to go to some other tool.
Okay.
That kind of situation, we should use these things. When majority of the things are already there in Power BI, just org chart ke liye, why to go for a Visio or PowerPoint or something else?
Yeah, if anyone left also, we can easily delete it and we can add it, and
Yes.
so that
Dynamic part is also there. Automatically, it will adjust.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
Next question. Now, no questions. One can I call? See, if I see only these many people, then I will stop doing these, or maybe I will do it alternate week. I need more and more questions. अभी तो आधे क्वेश्चन तो ऐसे थे कि ओके चलो आ गए, कुछ तो पूछना था, ठीक है, कुछ क्यूरियोसिटी के लिए पूछ लेते हैं, कुछ ट्रू एंड फॉल्स ही पूछ लेते हैं, ठीक है। कल कल कहीं इंस्टाग्राम पे देखा था, आज पूछ लेते हैं, सर का दिमाग खाते हैं। Bring the real problems from your business environment. Okay?
डन सर, नेक्स्ट वीक लेकर आते हैं प्रॉब्लम सर।
ठीक है, पहले आप अपना चेहरा दिखाया करो, उसके बाद ठीक है प्रॉब्लम देखेंगे। ओके, सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक।
डन सर, गुड नाइट सर।
गुड नाइट। अभी तरुण इज बिजी इन बेबी सिटिंग, सो दैट्स व्हाई उतना एक्टिव नहीं है। एंड वन मोर थिंग गाइस, दिस वीक Kajal got a lot of PR, many awards she got. She like her photos were printed in the newspaper also. Kajal, please explain.
I did training session in one of our partner schools that was published in the newspaper of Times of India,
Times
Lucknow
of India would be
edition.
such a
Lucknow edition. You are from Lucknow?
No, I'm not from Lucknow, but I went there for training.
I'm here in Lucknow only.
Yeah, open it na.
Okay.
Just open and show na. Open and show your paper piece where it was been published. Is possible.
Do you have it
Okay, I
ready?
will. I have to search here, but I will send in the group.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good, good. And she also received an award. So that was one thing. Same day she received an award from the organization also. Best
Okay.
performer, something like that. So that's
Uh,
very good. I need more
Kajal ma'am,
people doing this. Okay.
Kajal ma'am posted on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Akash liked it also. I saw that. Okay, good, good. So
That was a blessed day.
multiple things coming up. And Akash has been selected for a team. 40 people were selected. He is one of them. And uske baad there is another subsection of that project where only 2 people are there and Akash is one of them.
Great.
So keep doing these things, guys. But for all these things, you need to learn Power BI, Excel, and many other things. So keep learning and you will excel. Nobody can stop. Okay?
Sure.
Chalo.
Will do.
Have a good night. Bye bye. Take care. See you next week.
Good night, sir.
एंड जिन्होंने एक्सेल खोला नहीं है और बहुत दिनों से ले रखा है वो संडे को लाइव सेशन में आ जाओ. ओके
Yes, sir.
ओके बाय बाय.